First of all, this is wholesome. If you don't believe that, then you will hate this show. On its surface, it is no different than all the dime a dozen harem shows. However, the honesty of the three main characters really holds this whole show together. They all want to date together honestly, and the quirky moments end up feeling incidental to the show. However, I went through a giant roller coaster going through this entire show. Because you see, this isn't a typical genre that I'm into, but there was a lot of hype for it. So I checked it out and I was having a good time. And then the pacing of the show gets a bit odd. I mean, not that odd. I mean, it's kind of typical because they just introduce new girls, quote unquote, multiple girls. Not exactly though. I mean, not exactly multiple girls because it's mostly just one main girl that they introduce. And the one at the very end isn't super important. But the show is really, really good. However, this only holds true for the first 5-ish episodes of the show, and a bit of the final episode as well. The middle part of the show is dragged down by a girl called Milika, but I will be calling her Milkers because clearly the show only cares to talk about how big her boobs are. Milkers kind of ruins the show, in a way, even though I kind of liked her. The show tried to justify her existence, but she added nothing to it and ended up negatively impacting it, in my opinion. At first, I thought she was a unique addition with her aggressiveness and modern sensibilities, but she ends up outstaying her welcome and ignoring the main character's wishes, who is very straightforwardly telling her that he is not interested in dating her. But I do appreciate just how much modern technology references and capabilities are being used in the show, because she orders Amazon and she's a YouTuber, and it's all shown with plenty of knowledge of what these things actually are and would be used for. You know, of course, you're gonna just call Amazon to make a snap decision about buying camping supplies, for instance. And her YouTube career is as legitimate as you get. So it's pretty wholesome at that point. But then she just keeps sticking around. You could claim the series' main theme is determination and never giving up on your goals, and it is brought up plenty of times, but when it was made very clear multiple times that the main character was not interested in milkers, that should have been it with this character. And unfortunately, she occupies a large, very large middle chunk of this season. The saddest part is that this show was on its way to being a 10 out of 10 for me, just based on its genre and what its goals were, if not for this huge, pointless arc. And I call it pointless, even if the point of it is just to show that the main character can always be swayed by any girl to eventually like them if given the chance. But we already knew this based on the first 3 episodes, so we didn't really learn anything. It's pointless. Now then, the music ranges from average to fairly catchy, but overall it is going to end up being very unmemorable. The art was very good, however, many times there are details said about the girls that aren't shown within the show, like muscle tone and hair details. But of course, boob size could be easily shown, so that's the focus of the show visually when it comes to comparing all of the girls. They don't even really mention the hair color differences in the girls, so that's kind of odd. But they definitely talk about how their hair smells. But that's Japan, I guess. Also, it's worth noting that some legal issues were brought up near the end of the series that mention how marrying two people in Japan isn't legal. And some other issues are likely to show up as well, eventually. But within a school setting, there shouldn't be any real drama considering how honest the three main characters are with each other. Also, I guess either Japan doesn't know about Mormons or it's just straight up illegal there, I guess. In short, the show is amazing as a drama for the first 4 episodes with pieces of genuine humor. Then it turns into a purely trashy comedy with milkers and is complete garbage. Then the final episode is good again, but I'm pretty sure milkers will stick around, and that's why I'm a little bit worried for a season 2. Also, the last girl introduced, Shino, seems like a good addition, so it's not like new characters can't ever be brought in and work with the show. It's just that milkers as an aggressive girl is a good idea, but then they made her too aggressive. Especially for Japanese society, but obviously they just wanted an aggressive girl to do lol random stuff with a lot of money. It's pretty disappointing. But again, I think you should check out the beginning of the series. It was definitely good while it lasted. But I can't wait for a season 2 just to see if the show corrects itself. But it'd have to correct itself very quickly. Thanks for watching. Check out my new videos and have a great day.